where the breathing is easy, the living is good. Out in the great outdoors.
Larry Smith Outdoors is brought to you by Warrior Boats, Vortex, Mike's Country Meats, Bartline Barrels, Leroy Meats, Bait Rigs, Tubble Towels, Magic Products, Easy Loader Trailers, and Heavy Shot.
So remember, like I always say, it's a great day to be alive.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's show. Hey, we're gonna go out and do a little bit of bow hunting, and we're heading over to southern Minnesota to hook up with Mark Minier from Fin and Bone Outfitters, and it no doubt grows big bucks. And I got a feeling this week you're gonna see a few of these big bucks, so hold on to your hinds. Hey everybody, I'll tell you what, I forgot my rattling horns, so found this old skull laying here on the farm. So I'm gonna make myself a pair of rattling horns. Hey, I'll tell you what, a guy last night was rattling and he brought in 6 different bucks. I've never had any luck all the years I've been doing it. It's probably why I forgot the rattling horns, but I'm gonna give it a shot tonight. There's no doubt the cameras are going off all day now. There's no doubt that we are here at prime time. So I'm gonna quick cut these off and get back in the woods. Whew, got it done. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good. Always make sure you still got all your fingers. Okay, let's see how they work.
Built for fishermen, built by fishermen. Really, that says it all.
It's the family here. It's not a big conglomerate, it's a family.
They treat you feel like you're in a family, you know.
When you put those two together, an amazing product and amazing people, it's just the type of company you want to be involved with.
Not only because of just the great boats, but because of the camaraderie that the Warrior family has.
The customer service is amazing. They never leave you hanging.
So come join the Warrior family.
That is absolutely a giant smallmouth. Oh, yes! You gotta love it. Hey.
Tim has got over 17.
I need 5 bags of reels. I just wanted to make sure you're not following.
Awesome night, but we did have a little trailer malfunction on the way home. And I think Lance pulled it for about 5 miles before we noticed, but we blew the fender off, shredded a tire. Now, we'll get her back together and onward. We got Dan Payne here at Fin and Bone Outfitters. He had a little challenge. One of the guys hit a raccoon.
Yeah.
With the car, and He says he can cook anything, so this guy brought the raccoon back. Raccoon, that's what we say it.
Yep.
And tell us about it.
Well, he, being from the South, I opened my big mouth and told him I can cook anything, that I had a recipe for raccoon, and he hit one with a car last night, shows up last night and says, hey man, I got something for you. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So here it is, it's prepped, ready for the smoker.
I never knew you could eat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with raccoon.
But I've had this guy's meals the last couple days. I will be trying it. And most people I wouldn't even try it, but I've ate your food, you can cook, so this is gonna be cool.
Yeah, I stuffed it with cabbage, carrots, greens, and onion. Stuffed the cavity real good, a little bit of apple juice, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and some celery salt to get rid of the wild game, and some seasoning on it. We'll put it in the smoker for a couple hours, and then we'll wrap it up real good and let it cook away.
And celery salt, you say, is that key to getting the gaminess out of almost anything.
Celery salt's the key to taking the game out. I mean, you had those elk steaks I cooked last night, you know. That's, celery salt, just a little bit of celery salt, Worcester, and let them marinate all day, and then season them just like you would anything else.
Very cool. Well, we will let you guys know how it is. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight.
Good, yeah, absolutely.
We gotta go hang a couple stands. Is it safe to eat a raccoon? I'm Googling it. If I start growling. The raccoon ain't bad.
It gets the chills.
It's got it's like warm turkey.
Yeah.
Kinda. Smoked warm turkey. Don't taste any different than venison.
No, that's what I said.
Like a smoked venison?
Hey guys, Mark Minier from Fin and Bone Outfitters. We're located in southeast Minnesota in the Bluff Country. We have an outfitting business here that has some of the biggest whitetails you've ever seen in the Midwest. We do it good. We have best accommodations, we have amazing stand placements, and we have our own personal chef, Dan. He takes care of all your cooking, all your needs here in base camp. So in 2007, I came back as a wounded vet, 10.5 years in the Marine Corps, 9 years in the Army. I got about 8 years total combat time in Iraq. Been shot more than a couple times, been blown up more than a couple times. But I found out when I retired I still need something to do, and that's when we started hunting and fishing, and we needed to do something for give back a little bit to the vets. So for 6 years we've been offering Fort Bill whitetail hunts. We donate some hunts to the vets for raffles, and we also do disabled kids for the youth hunt. Besides all the trophy deer hunts that we have here in southeast Minnesota, we are now offering a turkey package. It's a 3-day turkey hunt with trout fishing. So we take you hunting in the morning for turkey, and then we trout fish at noon, and then we go back in for evening turkey.
Hey guys, Mark with Fin and Bone Outfitters here. We got Tim Adams. Where are you from, Tim?
Appleton.
Appleton. And Tim is a veteran. He's here with Fin and Bone doing our veteran hunt this week. Set up by Otto Reitz, sponsored by SCI. So thank you guys for setting it up and hooking us up here with Tim. And what happened tonight?
Shot a buck finally.
Just so you guys know, we had such horrible weather. The winds, the full moon, it's hot, cold. It's just been rough. But finally tonight, a couple came out and Tim hooked up.
Let's go see if we can find a sucker.
So we're gonna see if we can get him.
Look what we found.
That's a nice buck, buddy.
I know, right?
Good job.
Thank you.
You didn't run that far, actually.
No, about 200 yards maybe?
Yeah.
Is that even?
Good shot.
Thank you.
Look at this beast.
Attention, ice anglers. If you or a loved one have suffered from catching complications, looming boredom, or overwhelming humiliation among your peers, call the Vexlar Group today. If you fish blind like a frozen zombie, you may be eligible to catch fish this year. If you've ever found yourself saying, you know, it's just nice to be out, you may be a struggling angler. and we know you're hurting. Please help stop this angling epidemic today by visiting www.vexlar.com. My name is Sam Sobey, and I approve this message.
Magic Products is the fishing industry's #1 leader in preserved bait and live bait storage. With hundreds of options in preserved baits, we have what you need for a successful day on the water. Hand-selected fresh bait and tested scents ensure the highest quality. Our live bait storage saves you money by keeping your bait alive and thriving.
There it is! Look at the size of that! Holy moly! Just absolutely slobs. Whoa! Oh my God, I don't know if that's big enough.
Magic Products, we're the best in baits and bait care.
Are you tired of dealing with frozen tip-ups? Check out the heated Bite Me Box tip-up with ultra-sensitive adjustable bite settings. No more cleaning out iced up holes. False wind trips are a thing of the past with our windproof flag. Interchangeable extra reel assemblies. Great for panfish and all big game fish species too. If you want to catch more fish with less hassle, check out our products and video demonstrations online at boxtipup.com.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Tommy hit a really nice buck. What do you think it is, a 12-pointer?
I think a 10.
Big
Perfect
10?
10, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Mark and we got Lance, the trackers, and we'll see what he comes up with. He's pretty excited. You feel good about it, huh?
Good.
Well,
that was wild.
It is.
That was a wild
Well, there's
hunt.
not too many places you can come and see this many big bucks, I can tell you that.
All right, welcome everybody. My name is Steve Christian. I am with Leroy Meats. We have 2 locations, one in Horicon, Wisconsin, one in Fox Lake, Wisconsin. Currently we are standing at our venison processing plant in Fox Lake, Wisconsin. And we're gonna do a little rundown on proper breakdown of deer, how to get the most out of your deer that you shoot, and how to just look at a couple examples of poorly dressed deer in the field and what we're looking for as a processor, how we want the deer to show up. All right, so as we were talking, there's the proper way and the improper way of actually field dressing your animal when you're out in the woods. And you know, everybody understands there's different situations, either a bad shot, you know, you're just not sure about your shot, so you want to wait a little bit. Which is perfect for animal recovery, but sometimes that can be counterproductive when it comes to actual quality of your meat. when all is said and done. If your animal does get gut shot, the ideal situation is to get it, retrieve it as soon as you can and get that cavity washed out completely, so none of that stomach bile ruins your meat. But obviously that's also a scenario where you need the animal to lay, because it's not going to die instantly, and you have to let nature take its course there. But if you are able to retrieve your animal instantly, you know, you see it die, you hear it die, whatever, and you can find your animal within an hour or so of killing it, that's the ideal situation. And I'll just give you a couple examples of the proper way of doing things and the improper way. Here is the proper way of doing things. So this particular hunter, he took the time to split the bone in the back, which is not a necessity, but it does help you completely clean out that cavity where the anus and all the pee sac and all that stuff is, the bladder. And then he took the time to actually hang it and completely rinse out that cavity. If you do not clean out that hindquarters with the anus and all that, that will contaminate your meat, and there's a reason why you want to take it out, because it will make your meat taste completely different. Now, if you look at this particular hunter, he did the exact opposite. This is a doe. He left half the udder on. The anus is still in, the vagina is still in, and if you look in the inside, he really did not rinse anything out, and it's pretty contaminated in there at this point. Now, it is the beginning of October here in Wisconsin, so it has been some chilly nights, but if this guy shot this when it was 60 degrees and he didn't hang it, I can tell he didn't hang it because there's no slit in the Achilles here. So he just let this lay. Now these hindquarters never had a chance to cool down properly, so chances are when I open this animal up, there's going to be a little bit of a stink in these hindquarters, and he's probably going to have quite a bit of loss, just because I don't want to give him meat that could potentially be hazardous to him.
Hey, if you guys want to see the full version, how to process a deer by a professional, make sure you guys go to our YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Kate with Wings Over Wisconsin, and I'm proud to be part of an organization that concentrates on Wisconsin's natural resources.
All the money that they raise for their banquet stays in the local area. That's how I was able to put in 2 beautiful ponds and some nesting habitat on my property.
We encourage everyone to attend our banquets, or better yet, if you'd like to start up a chapter to create funds to do projects like this in your area, call our state office or visit our website, wingsoverwisconsin.org.
Introducing the new and improved Heavy Metal from Heavy Shot. 16% more downrange knockdown power with new higher density bismuth pellets layered over corrosion-resistant steel. Try the new Heavy Metal today and increase your odds. Tighter patterns, longer range, clean kills. Heavy Shot. I didn't come this far to miss.
Why do they always like to go right to the bottom? Hey everybody, I'll tell you what, it is day number 2 here in Minnesota, hunting with our good friends over at Fin and Bone Outfitters. You know, I'll tell you, Mark, a couple years ago we came and did a show with you, and it was almost the same thing. Unbelievable the amounts of bucks that we've seen. And you know, it's kind of funny, even today the wind was really blowing hard. I didn't think the movement would be quite as strong as it was, but there was a lot of movement today, and it seemed like a lot of the movement was from about 9 to about 11, even though Tommy ended up getting this one this afternoon. You know, the great part too I love about what you have going on over here is that you've got so much land that a lot of times you kind of hunt one farm for a little bit and to kind of leave it alone and let the deer kind of rebuild on that. so you're really not hunting a lot of pressured area, and that I think really makes a lot of difference. And that really is, I mean, when you're hunting deer that are pressured all the time, they get very nocturnal.
They do. Yep. It doesn't take much to turn them to the night.
It's really cool, like your packages, the way they're all set up, and everybody can look online and check out Fin and Bone Outfitters. But I really like that, you know what, all the guy has to do is show up. You have a great facility for everybody. You got a professional cook, Dan. That guy can cook up absolutely a storm. And I got a feeling we're gonna be leaving here definitely not losing weight, gaining a lot of weight. So, I mean, that's a cool thing. And then, of course, you've got great help like my good friend Lightning Lance there, right?
The
helping
mule.
out. Yeah, the mule for sure.
We drug this thing up Mount Rushmore back here.
We didn't do the interview back in the hills there where he shot this deer, mainly because you just don't want to mess it up, make a lot of noise. You know, pretty much, you know, we just drug this thing out of here, or Lance and Tommy drug it out of there. I was holding the bag.
Mostly
like this,
Lance.
So it made
I found
it look
out
like
how much Lance was doing when Larry helped me.
Yep. But it really is a great place, you guys, to check out. They do a fantastic job here. It's neat to see the amount of really big bucks that you see. You know, every time I come over here, Mark, and I'm not just saying this, folks, I see a lot of big bucks. And you know, we have a farm in Wisconsin, and I would say, you know, like a big buck there is in that 140 class. It seems like over here, a big buck here is 160 to 180, and even some bigger ones than that. But the other interesting part is the bodies on some of these deer. I mean, when you were talking last night at dinner, your cameras were going off, your cell cameras, and you were showing us a picture of a deer that went over 300 pounds. It's hard to even imagine a whitetail over 300, but I know it's that way here. I mean, these are the genetics in these hills. These deer grow big, and they have to get up and down these hills there. They got a great food source, you know, so that really makes an interesting hunt too.
It does. Yeah, it's a perfect storm over here.
Hey Mark, you know, people are of course going to want to get a hold of you and enjoy these great things that we're enjoying, and we've got a lot more hunting yet to go. Let's tell them real quick how they can do it.
Well, they can contact me at Fin and Bone Outfitters Outdoors, or they can check us out on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and just contact me. My number's on there. Text, call, whatever you need to do. We'll hook you up with a big hunt.
Mark, thank you for keeping me in the woods. We talked a little bit on the wind today, and I didn't feel right. In fact, I had a doe blow at me on the trail. It was going right in there. And he talked to me, and he says, the wind is always going down these things. Anything coming from my left, which is exactly what he did. I had a doe blow, and we had so much, the grunting here is like calling in mallards. I'm a big duck hunter. You grunt, and these things run into you. Unbelievable. He put on a show like I'd never seen at about 12 yards, stepped out. You'll see that footage. Wow.
That is absolutely awesome. So the moral of the story today is, folks, is that don't second guess the outfitter.
Never.
Right.
I told you. I said, hey, I'm just totally cool. I'm going back in.
Larry, I say we clean up the hands and go back for a nice bite to eat over at Mark's.
Dude. I'm starving.
There's
Dan's
one
cooking
thing
tonight.
that'll get the gland smell off the hands. Little tubble towel.
Little tubble towel does good.
Because it is strong on this point.
It is strong.
Boy, what an unbelievable hunt here at Fin and Bone Outfitters. Mark and the crew definitely have a very cool place to stay. Unbelievable land, and I got the biggest buck of my life. Last night, the show this guy put on, you can still see everything on his base of his horns. He was rubbing, tearing stuff up.
Hey everybody, what an awesome time we had this week here, up here in Minnesota, hunting with Fin and Bone Outfitters. I'll tell you what, Mark, you know what? This is like the third year in a row I've been here, and I'm probably going to be coming a lot more. You know, I didn't get a deer this year, but boy, the experiences that we had, and we definitely got some deer. Boy, that one Tommy got was a really nice buck. You know, it was kind of surprising this year, the weather. We had everything there was against us. We had a full moon, right? The weather warmed up, you know, and wind from 25 to 40 miles an hour. Like, if you're talking the worst things for deer hunting, folks, I'm telling you, that is definitely a deterrent. And yesterday, I still saw 7 bucks.
Right, yeah, they're still moving. I mean, we got enough deer moving yet. Even in the worst storm, we still see some deer.
It's all really about the experiences and really the people you meet along the way. Hey, and Mark, in the years that you've been doing this, guiding, outfitting for deer, I mean, I can't imagine how many stories you have, good stories about people. Hey, it was kind of interesting the other day when we pulled in here and that young lady shot that giant buck, and I think they left that next day, that their hunts were up. But just sitting there listening to and seeing the excitement that she had and the emotion that she had, and then you showed me this video that she took after she shot it, that she, I mean, that's just like, it almost brings tears to your eyes to see really how much passion people have for the outdoors. Guiding for any kind of guiding is tough work, but guiding for whitetails, especially in this bluff country, is not easy.
No.
Right? I mean, you got a lot of variables too. The wind is switching constantly on you, you know, so you got that to deal with. And when you do get an animal, if that thing runs down on the bottom of that ravine, it's a good thing you got Lance of Lightning, the workhorse here, to hoist them deer out of there too. You bet. And a great group of people too. It's all about the whole experience. It's not just how many deer you saw. It's not about how beautiful the land is, about all the great stories in the morning before you leave and in the evening, you know, everybody sitting around camp here, you know, having dinner. You know, there's so much more to being involved in something like this. It's something you definitely, folks, you want to take full advantage of. And Mark, let's tell everybody how they can do it.
Well, you can contact me either on Facebook, Instagram, social media. We're all over the place. You can get our number at 920-227-3658. Text me, call me, do whatever you gotta do. But you need to experience this. The camaraderie with our hunt is awesome.
Hey everybody, again, we had an awesome time this week here at Fin and Bone Outfitters. Hey, make sure you guys check out all of our social media, especially our podcast that we put out every Tuesday. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, and you know, like I always say, and I'm never gonna stop saying it, be damn proud to be an American, because we are living in the greatest country in the world, and no doubt, it is a great day to be alive. Thanks, Mark. We'll see you guys next week.